A sudden, severely corrosive acid rain swept through the land. Anyone exposed to the rain saw their skin quickly rot away. Even sturdy bridges couldn't withstand the acid's corrosion. Now, crowds of refugees were everywhere. A woman, accidentally pushed into the water during the chaos, had her hair instantly corroded away, leaving her bald. The excruciating pain drove her to swim desperately toward the shore. Yet, under such intense corrosion, she soon lost consciousness and sank to the riverbed. Her daughter on the bank tried to reach her, but was too far away to help. Helpless, she could only cry out, "Mom!" while watching her mother dissolve and be swept away. At first, people failed to grasp the gravity of the situation. Though official news reports frequently mentioned acid rain injuries occurring nationwide and urged citizens to stay indoors, ordinary people assumed the disaster was far removed from their lives. That day, Michal, on his way to work, suddenly noticed countless small holes appearing in the factory roof. The water pooled inside emitted a strong, corrosive odor. Sensing something was terribly wrong, he immediately called his wife, instructing her to drive over and pick him up. Together, they planned to head to the horse ranch to retrieve their daughter, who was training there. But on their way to fetch her, they found the road ahead blocked by police. Dark clouds gathered in the sky not far off, closing in on them at an alarming speed. Seeing this, Michal slammed the gas pedal and weaved through the surrounding fields. His daughter was currently riding horses with friends in the forest, completely unaware of the impending danger. Just then, sensing the threat, the horses suddenly became wildly agitated. Animals always sense danger first. Soon, a light rain began to fall. Wherever the rain touched the ground, wisps of white smoke rose. The air thickened with a pungent, sour stench. Aya sensed something was terribly wrong and began sprinting toward the stable. She collided with her father, who had come searching for her. Just before the downpour hit, they both managed to take shelter inside the stable, narrowly escaping death. But before they could catch their breath, Michal noticed rainwater dripping through the stable roof. Clearly, the shelter wouldn't hold out much longer. Fortunately, at the critical moment, his wife arrived in the car. Michal immediately found a piece of canvas to shield his daughter. Once inside the vehicle, the three dared not linger for a moment, rushing to drive away from this deadly zone. But the roads outside were already gridlocked, and those who hadn't taken shelter in vehicles were being corroded by the acid rain, their bodies covered in sores. His wife tried to open the door to assess the situation outside, only for a man covered in festering wounds to suddenly burst through. Terrified, Michal kicked him out before urgently instructing his wife to reverse and search for another way out. Finally, Mary slammed the accelerator, crashing through the gridlock. By then, the car's roof showed signs of acid rain corrosion. They had to find a building to make repairs. Michael gathered some rags and carefully wiped the water stains from the car, especially the metal roof surface. If not treated promptly, it would soon be pitted and perforated by the acid rain. Once everything was ready, the Michal family resumed their escape journey. But their vehicle didn't get far before breaking down, unable to withstand the acid rain's corrosion. Fortunately, the downpour had stopped by then. As night fell, they had no choice but to abandon the car and continue on foot. The trio reached the nearest house seeking help, but after several calls went unanswered, it seemed the occupants had left. Thirsty after a day without water, Michal wanted to fetch some, but he wasn't sure if the source was contaminated. So he caught a stray cat to test the water. His daughter, seeing her father's actions, thought it too cruel and released the kitten. But when he saw the kitten again in the middle of the night, he found it bleeding to death, clearly indicating the water source had been contaminated.